Candela is a unit of luminous intensity approximately equal to the horizontal light output from a common wax candle. In the context of fire alarm systems, candela ratings are crucial for visible notification appliances, often strobes, that are designed to alert individuals, particularly those with hearing impairments, to a fire or other emergency. The rating is typically expressed as 1 CD, 10 CD, 100 CD, or 1000 CD, indicate the intensity of the light emitted by the strobe. The appropriate candela rating for a particular application depends on various factors, including the size and shape of the room, the mounting height of the device, and the relevant codes and standards. The selection and placement of visible notification appliances are governed by standards such as the Americans with Disabilities Act, referred to as ADA, and National Fire Protection Association, referred to as NFPA 72, the National Fire Alarm and Signaling Code. These standards provide guidelines for ensuring that visible signals are effective in alerting occupants throughout a building. A 1 CD strobe is the lowest intensity and is generally suitable for very small rooms or enclosed spaces, such as restrooms or individual offices, where the viewing distance is limited. The lower candela output is intended to provide localized alerting without causing excessive glare or discomfort. A 10 CD strobe is a medium-intensity device that can be used in small to medium-sized rooms such as classrooms, conference rooms, or waiting areas. The increased light output provides greater visibility over a larger area compared to a 1 CD strobe. A 100 CD strobe is a high-intensity device suitable for larger spaces, such as corridors, lobbies, or open office areas. The bright flash ensures that the signal is visible even in areas with high ambient light levels or where obstructions may be present. A 1000 CD strobe is the highest intensity commonly used in fire alarm systems and is typically reserved for very large spaces such as warehouses, factories, or auditoriums. The extremely bright flash is necessary to overcome long viewing distances and potential obstructions in these environments. The ADA provides specific requirements for the placement and intensity of visible notification appliances in public accommodations and commercial facilities. These requirements are intended to ensure that individuals with hearing impairments have equal access to emergency information. NFPA 72 provides comprehensive guidelines for the design, installation, and maintenance of fire alarm systems, including specific requirements for visible notification appliances. The code addresses factors such as room size, ceiling height, wall reflectivity, and ambient light levels to ensure that the selected candela rating is appropriate for the application. The selection of the correct candela rating is crucial for ensuring the effectiveness of visible notification appliances. If the candela rating is too low, the signal may not be visible to all occupants, particularly those with impaired vision or in areas with high ambient light levels. If the candela rating is too high, the signal may be excessively bright and cause glare or discomfort, potentially reducing its effectiveness. The mounting height of the visible notification appliance also affects its coverage area. Higher mounting heights generally require higher candela ratings to ensure adequate visibility at floor level. The spacing between visible notification appliances is another important factor to consider. The spacing should be such that the entire area is adequately covered by the visible signal. In addition to candela rating, other factors to consider when selecting visible notification appliances include the color of the strobe, the flash rate, and the synchronization requirements. White strobes are the most common type and are generally preferred for fire alarm systems. The flash rate, typically expressed in flashes per second, should be within the range specified by the relevant codes and standards. Synchronization is required for multiple strobes in the same viewing area to prevent disorientation or seizures. Fire alarm systems are not only for alerting occupants of a fire condition, but also other emergencies depending on the facility. The candela output is tested and verified by a third-party testing agency. The candela rating can be found in the device's label. Visible notification appliances are an essential component of modern fire alarm systems. By understanding candela ratings and following the guidelines provided by the ADA and NFPA 72, it is possible to design and install effective visible signaling systems that protect all occupants in a building. Firstly, consider the purpose of visible notification appliances. They are designed to alert people, particularly those with hearing impairments, to a fire or other emergency. Secondly, think about Candela ratings. They indicate the intensity of light emitted by the strobe. Ratings like 1 CD, 10 CD, 100 CD, and 1000 CD are common. Thirdly, understand that the selection of the correct Candela rating is crucial. It ensures the effectiveness of visible notification appliances. Fourthly, remember that ADA and NFPA 72 provide guidelines. These standards help in selecting and placing visible signals effectively. Fifthly, note that a 1 CD strobe is suitable for very small rooms. Sixthly, a 10 CD strobe can be used in small to medium-sized rooms. Seventhly, a 100 CD strobe is ideal for larger spaces. Eighthly, a 1000 CD strobe is typically reserved for very large spaces. Ninthly, consider factors like room size, ceiling height, and ambient light levels. Tenthly, proper installation and maintenance are essential for optimal performance. When assessing the need for a visible notification appliance, it is important to consider the specific requirements of the space. For instance, in a small office, a 1 CD strobe may be sufficient to provide adequate notification. However, in a large open office area, a 100 CD or even a 1000 CD strobe may be necessary to ensure that the signal is visible to all occupants. In addition to the size of the space, the ambient light levels also play a significant role in determining the appropriate Candela rating. In areas with high ambient light levels, such as those with large windows or bright artificial lighting, a higher Candela rating may be necessary to ensure that the strobe is visible. The color and reflectivity of the walls and ceilings can also affect the visibility of the strobe. Darker colors tend to absorb light, while lighter colors reflect light. Therefore, in spaces with dark walls and ceilings, a higher Candela rating may be necessary to compensate for the reduced light reflection. The mounting height of the strobe is another important consideration. Generally, the higher the mounting height, the higher the Candela rating required to achieve adequate visibility at floor level. The ADA provides specific guidelines for the mounting height of visible notification appliances. The ADA also requires that visible notification appliances be synchronized to prevent disorientation or seizures. Synchronization ensures that all strobes in the same viewing area flash at the same time. The placement of visible notification appliances should be carefully considered to ensure that they are visible to all occupants. Strobes should be placed in locations where they are not obstructed by furniture, equipment, or other objects. They should also be placed in locations where they are easily visible from all areas of the space. Regular testing and maintenance of visible notification appliances are essential to ensure that they are functioning properly. Strobes should be tested periodically to verify that they are emitting the correct light intensity and that they are synchronized properly. Batteries should be replaced as needed to ensure that the strobes will operate during a power outage. Understanding the different Candela ratings available and the factors that influence their effectiveness is crucial for designing and installing fire alarm systems that provide adequate notification for all occupants. The 1 CD, 10 CD, 100 CD, and 1000 CD ratings represent a range of light intensities that can be tailored to the specific requirements of different spaces. By following the guidelines provided by the ADA and NFPA 72, it is possible to create visible signaling systems that enhance the safety and security of buildings and their occupants.